I feel like I'm really close to the camera, so I'm sorry. This feels like I'm really close. I don't really know what else to say. I have cat pillows in the background, and I have dirty clothes on this pile. Yes, I did clean the dirty clothes from the last video, and yes, I did remove the clean clothes from my bed from the last video. It's new dirty clothes, no clean clothes. Okay. I am wearing cat ears in this video. They are the rose version of, or burgundy version of the ones I was wearing in my giveaway video. I know you guys called me out on that, and you were like, you're not wearing cat ears like you said you were going to, Tyra. What the f? Cat ears today, guys. Cat ears today. I know you guys probably can't see them, so maybe that doesn't count. Okay.
Everyone from home says that you're so cool. Come on everybody to the boarding school.
I have filmed this video 3 times, and I feel like I just need to say some stuff. I have filmed and deleted versions of this video because I feel like I'm censoring myself on things that I wanted to say. I filmed this video earlier, and then I stopped, deleted it, and went to do something else, and then came back to it. And then I did the same thing again, and now this is my 3rd time filming. It made me so sad that I felt like I had to filter the things that I wanted to say in fear of backlash. So I'm gonna put a huge disclaimer on this video because I'm not gonna film it again. I'm gonna put a huge disclaimer here and say that I'm not gonna be politically correct. I'm gonna try my hardest to use terms that don't offend people because my channel is a positive channel, and I want to be able to speak things in a positive way, and I want to relay that feeling of positivity to you guys. I'm not going to filter myself, but I'm going to be aware of what I'm saying. So if I say something that offends you, you have every right to be offended, and that's 110% okay. Just know that's not my intention, and my intention isn't to offend anyone by making this video. I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So please let me know if this video does help you, because once I hit the publish button, I am just opening myself up to a world of criticism. So if you guys enjoy this video, it would mean a lot to me if you guys could give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section, or add me on any of my social medias and let me know that this video helped, because I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for it. So today I just wanted to do another chit chat, and I like doing these videos because I feel like it's not so forced. Not saying I don't like my preppy, outgoing self. I like that because a lot of people get to see a different version of me. When they meet me in person, they're like, you're so quiet, you don't talk, because I have really bad anxiety, which I will talk about in a different video because someone asked me to talk about anxiety and stuff like that. So I will be talking about that in a different video, but they meet me and they think I'm really quiet and stuck up and mean, and then like they watch my YouTube videos and they're like, okay, you're actually really loud and annoying and really loud. So I'm sorry, but I feel like doing chit chat videos, you guys can kind of see like my real self, like as if I was talking to my friends or my mom, anyone that I'm related to or whatever, someone that I'm comfortable with. This is how I would talk to them. So that is what this video is going to be, another chit chat, and the topic of this chit chat is going to all white schools as a person of color, and what you guys can do as maybe a non-person of color or a white person for your person of color friends, or maybe people of color at your school that maybe not fit in, or what you guys can maybe do to make the non-white people at your school feel a little bit more comfortable, because it sucks, honestly. And so I'm just gonna do a chit chat. There's no structure to this video. It might be the most ramble video in the world, so I'm sorry. I also am wearing this sweatshirt that I got. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but it says, if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor, or something like that. I got it from Wicked.com. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just share really cool things that I find with you guys. I will put a discount code in the down bar below, as well as a link to their website and a link to this particular shirt. I did get it in an extra large. I like an extra large because it makes me feel like warm and cozy. Just got it in the mail today. If you guys like it, I will link it in the down bar below. Get it while the coupon code still works. So I'm just going to start talking, I guess. I have gone to pretty much all white schools for majority of my life. If you guys saw my school was segregated video, you guys know that about me already. And if you guys haven't seen it, then I will link it in the down bar below. It wasn't until my junior year that I went to a school that was a little bit more diverse. And then up until that point, my schools were probably 90 to 92 even % white. So I'm just going to be sharing a couple of tips that I have who may be in the same boat as me, and need some encouragement. So first, the biggest thing that I got was, I think I'm better than other Black people. I think I'm better than other people of color who maybe are not going to an all-white school. And I just want to point out that all white doesn't equal better. And people tend to think that if I go to an all-white school, that means I'm going to get a better education, because we as a society have put white people as educated and smart, and that's just simply not the truth. But what I'm saying is, white doesn't equal educated. The school that I went to, and this is why I wanted to make this video, the school that I went to specialized in an art form that I really did enjoy. I shouldn't be ashamed for wanting to go there. You had to audition, you had to apply, you had to really want to go to the school in order to go. And a lot of people looked at me as if I was just better than them. And I thought that I was better than them. And that was just mind-boggling. What is that? That is just blows my mind that people thought that I was better than them, or I thought that I was better than a Black person, which is not cool. We are equal. If slavery came back to this day, Black people would be Black people. It wouldn't be she's a Black person from a middle class area, or she's a Black person from a low class area. It would be, you're a Black person, you're less than me, so you're gonna work for me. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I am not better than any other person. Black people are very fetishized in this society. If you are in an interracial relationship, which I am in an interracial relationship, a lot of people look at us as a preference, that you have a preference towards a certain race or a certain group of people, which is totally not true. So what leads me into saying this is that when I went to an all-white school, I had majority white friends. And so I felt like when we went out to the mall or we went to the movies and there was a guy that liked me, I was thinking he liked me because I'm Black instead of liking me for my personality. And I saw a lot of my white friends and they could get guys that liked them for them instead of someone coming up to me and saying, I like you because you're Black. No one went up to them and said, I liked you because you're white. A lot of the white guys that I have talked to, and this is not obviously all white men, I have no problem with any race. I love every race. As you guys know, I'm a very lovable person. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt all the time. This is just a speculation for me of the majority of white guys that I've talked to. So this is not a speculation of other guys, but a lot of white guys that have approached me have made it very clear that they like Black women and have made it very clear that I am a preference rather than they liked me because I had a great personality or they liked me because I fill in the blank. I just want to let you guys know, Black male or Black female, you are not a fetish. You are not a preference. You are a person. Your skin color does not define you. Don't ever let someone tell you, I liked you because you're Black. Don't ever let someone make you feel like you're a preference. One time, a white guy approached me that I had liked, and I'm gonna do a story time on this video, so I don't want to get into a full story, but I very much liked him, and he was the guy that I just, no matter what, I just completely just was blinded by. And he made me feel like I was less than. He hid me for being Black. He didn't tell his friends that he liked me. He didn't vocally share that he liked me on any kind of social media or anything like that, because, and flat out said, I just don't really feel like my family or friends are going to take the fact that I like a Black person instead of a white person. Didn't want to deal with the backlash of dealing with dating interracially. And I was okay with that. No one should be okay with that. You guys, listen to me. You're not a fetish. You're not a preference. You are you. You are not a product of being Black. You're a product of being fill in your name. Don't ever let someone tell you that they're ashamed to be with you. And I just really can't believe that anyone has to go through feeling like that they're less than. That's just really sad. Another tip, and this is more of on a funny side instead of being so serious. This isn't funny, by the way. This is not funny. I'm not saying it's funny. I'm just saying that even the school that I went to that was diverse, there wasn't a lot of Black history. And so it made me feel like the only thing that came with me and my skin tone was slavery. So there's so much more to Black history than we were slaves in Africa and we were brought here. Realize that you're more than African American slavery. There's more to our history than you are. Were once a slave, or your ancestors were once a slave, and that's pretty much it for you. This is more of any school, honestly. I feel like even when I went to to a more diverse school, there wasn't very much Black history that was taught. It was more of the history of the United States, which is primarily white history. That's just how it is. That's not a product of your school. That's a product of our school system. When you go to an all-white school and all you learn about is white people, that takes a toll on you as well. Know that there's so much to you. And even though your history of your family might have been lost, even though you might never know where you came from, there's more to you than slavery. It's like the universe does not want me to film this video today because my camera has overheated 3 times while trying to film this. I'm so annoying. Someone pointed out how I was annoying because I'm always yelling at the camera and then like getting really close to the camera so you guys can see my crooked eyeliner and messed up lip liner, okay? Anyway, so I feel like this video was really long going on a tangent and I didn't really say that much. If you guys have any questions or you guys have a personal experience, please let me know. I am totally welcome to like talking to you guys on social medias like I always do. I'm getting a lot of comments. I know it'll die down once my back to school video is over and everybody unsubscribes from me because they didn't win and I get really sad. I know it'll die down then, so if you guys really want to talk to me, I'm gonna be like, my inboxes aren't gonna be so full once September hits. So if you guys see injustice, which is all about what my sweatshirt's about, I'm not asking you guys to go out and protest in the streets. I'm not asking you guys to block freeways or whatever. All I'm asking is if you see an injustice, if you see a Black person at your all-white school, and you guys will know, if your school's majority white, you know you go to a majority white school. Offer to sit with them. Offer to be their friend. Don't pick your friends based off of their skin color. Stick up for anyone, regardless if it's someone who maybe has a mental disability, maybe has a physical disability, maybe has an illness or is different, regardless if they're white, Black, Mexican, blue. If you see someone by themselves, if you see someone going through something, don't exclude them. Being in school is such a terrible thing. I've always looked at it as prison. Eating by yourself takes more of a toll on you than people really think it does. I remember I went through a majority of junior year eating lunch by myself. I hated it. I would sit in corners so that people wouldn't see me and so people wouldn't feel bad for me. I just remember eating by myself and just thinking, this sucks. It's not gonna kill you to see if you could hang out with someone else. It's not gonna kill you to break away from your clique. Offer someone to be a part of your lunch group. That's how you make friends. That's how you make lifetime friends. I was always the first person to say, hi, come eat with me at lunch, or hi, come do this with me, or hi, come do that with me. And that was the person that I was in middle school. I loved everyone. Whenever there was a new person, I was like, I wanna be your friend. I feel like that allowed me to get a diverse group of friends. And I was always the one who created friends groups. When I had my 5 group of friends, I created it. I took people who probably would have never talked to each other. And we were so diverse and so different. Someone was emo, someone was skater, someone was model, someone was blonde, someone was Black. I saw that you were in a situation where you were by yourself and I wanted to be your friend. Every single friend that I have made in high school, one I met when I saw her hanging out by herself, another one I saw her hanging out by herself, another one I saw her hanging out by herself, another one I saw her hanging out by herself, and I formed a group of friends, and that's okay to do. You might not have everything in common, but you guys might be the best of friends. You never know. So I'm gonna stop talking and blambling. I know this video is gonna be really, really long and kind of not structured, and I'm sorry about that. I love you guys. I really do. I'm so excited. There's only 3 more videos left to my back to school series, which is crazy to me how fast August went by. So keep voting in the polls up here what video you guys want to see next. I'm such a gross person. Keep voting on what video you guys want to see next, especially on Twitter. That's usually where I choose what video I'm gonna film for the week or what video I'm gonna film for the day. I love you guys. I really, 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 really do. Be yourselves. Don't become a fetish. Don't allow people to treat you badly because of your skin tone, your sexual orientation, your gender, preference in music, whatever. Don't let anyone make you feel like less of a person because you're being yourself. And that's the main point of this video. And I really hope that I helped some of you guys, regardless if you were a person of color or not. If you guys did watch this video and you're not a person of color, I love you to death because most people won't do that. If they see that it's not exclusive to them, then they won't take the time to even learn about it. And the fact that you did is pretty cool. So I love you guys so much. I'm gonna be done talking now. I love you. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a back to school giveaway for the 2nd time on my channel. Just use the hashtag sincerely Tyra J BTS. Don't forget to comment on this video and give this video a big thumbs up if you guys liked it. It was a lot of fun to film. It's always my favorite video to film, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.